Check one, two, three, my friends. We're jumping on here live very, very quickly, running back and forth, but on the phone, reacting. We're going to spend as much time as possible with you and just you reacting. We don't know anything at this point. Anything. I can't verify anything. I'm listening. The coverage is horrible. Not to be corny, but who was it? Hiram Walker, who said the first casualty of war is truth. We don't know anything where he was shot. They say the neck. I saw this. I saw a chest shot. I saw what looked like almost like it could be anything. I don't know anything. I can't even tell if what I'm seeing is AI or not. I can't tell if it's real. But what I am seeing, which is beyond anything I ever thought possible, was the horrifying reaction from the radical left. And I know and I expect absolutely nothing but disgusting reactions from these people. But if I'm I don't know, was it Whoopi Goldberg who said that? Whoopi Goldberg, Whoopi Goldberg, in reacting to this person who ambushed and slaughtered this poor Iranian girl, said he's a schizophrenic. Don't worry. Now you're going to be seeing the laughter. You're going to see mocking. You're going to see somebody who, with a family man, I don't care who it is. I don't care if it's Michael Moore. I don't care if it's Bill Moore. I don't care if it's Joy Behar. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What we're seeing here is something that is beyond anything. It's this weird, horrible scrum that we see whenever there's social media. People lose their minds in this. They hate. And we're going to see the usual. We're going to say, ha, 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 you wanted guns. You wanted to, and this is it. It's tribal. I hate politics. This guy was one of the few people putting his life, his line, his everything on the line just to provide dialogue. Nobody goes to campuses anymore. Nobody goes to these schools anymore. Nobody does any of this stuff anymore. And I don't want to say I'm ashamed of my country because it was one person. Don't extrapolate this to the country. It's not about guns. It's not about mental health. It's not about any of this stuff. We always have to find some answer. There are people walking around batshit crazy out of their minds and they don't do this. It's never happened. Meg the Dream says it's caused the Dems taking his response to Charlotte out of context. Could be. That's another thing too. That is the horror that we're seeing regarding this poor, innocent, beautiful young girl. Dude, and the pictures of her looking in horror, like, is this happening? And then there was a good Samaritan. Please don't extrapolate this to the human race, to humankind, to guns, to Republicans, to conservatives, to the left, to the. It's not. It's one person at one time. He and others appear everywhere. There are. What I'm saying is, calm down. It's horrible. It's stupid. This is going to have a chilling effect on this. But what's interesting is simply this. I understand gallows humor to an extent. I understand that there are some people who you really, really hate. But we have reduced political discourse into this brutal savagery where we just mock. We mock and we hate and we revile. It's the same thing we know. We absolutely had it when President Trump missed an assassination by this much. And people were saying it's fake. They were laughing. It's sick. What's weird, if you want to point fingers, point to the people who go online in this scrum. In this scrum. Don't overreact. Pay attention. Take down names. Remember who says what. This is now, if you're hearing something, let me know. I don't know. I'm talking to you. Says suspect not in custody. They said he was shot in the neck, then he was shot in the chest. And at some point, somebody is going to respond to, I hate to say his passing. Please be careful. Carla says, Lionel, what should we do? I'm just hoping for the best outcome. This message had to be edited. Yes, of course. Of course. What do? We do nothing. We just wait. You send good vibes, pray, whatever you'd like. I don't want to jump ahead of time. I don't want to even suggest anything. But if this was a high-powered rifle a la sniper, and it sounded like one, for lack of a better word, it sounded like one. And when you saw this, I saw this shirt move up. I don't know, it could be, they're saying neck, I don't know. The idea of either surviving this or surviving it without the gravest of trauma, I can't see it. I don't know. Let me be wrong. I don't know. I'm just a regular person like you. I don't know. I don't want to even go there. But the first thing I want you to understand, more than anything else, this is a battle that continues. They got John Lennon when I was from the age of 5 until whatever, 1963, JFK, and then in 68, MLK, RFK, Malcolm X, Medgar Evers, John Lennon, George Wallace. Go down the list. That was then. That was then. It was worse. From 63 to 68, 70s, in the 70s. They went after FDR, twice? Teddy Roosevelt, they tried to get him. Gerald Ford, 2. Squeaky Fromm and Lance Squeaky Fromm and the other one. Reagan. You don't even know the attempts that are thwarted. This is nothing new. Don't read into this. There is always going to be. I'm surprised it's not more. With the proliferation of weapons that we have, you would think it'd be all over the place. There's more concerts and there's more. This is going to change everything in terms of the way people sit, the way people act. And you see, when you're doing this, you always think, I'm Charlie Kirk. I'm just, who am I? And he sits there like almost like sitting on this. It reminded me of the Maharishi. He's just taking questions. This isn't about whether you like him. It doesn't matter. I'm telling you, if this happened to anyone, pick whoever is your political adversary, I'd feel the same way. This is sick. We have this fellow Mamdani. They're talking about him. It's like, I don't want anything. I'm stupid. I believe in elections. I believe in outsmarting them. I believe in doing everything in my power to outsmart, to show them through my particular way of looking, my way of thinking, that my dialogue it's different. That's what I do. I don't know. And did you notice at first they had Fox News, please, whatever you do, if I hear Ted Williams, if I hear that man's voice, please retire him. He's retarded. Get him off. They always say, who do we have available? And it's always some guy in a newsroom. Let's go to our, who do we have? We got Ted Williams, some retired DC. Dear God, no. No. He makes Eric Adams sound like John Gielgud. No. And then you get somebody else who doesn't know anything. And then they handed the camera to this one guy who they think, I think was just a troll or something. He was just there and he says, that's not my friend. They got the wrong guy. Then they give him the two airhead nincompoops, so a guy with a man bun and some airhead ditz who says, I don't know, like he was like, I don't know. They're gibberish. They're just handing microphones. The first Hiram Walker, the senator, 1918, the first casualty of war is truth. And this is incoherence. Do you know years ago, there was at 9/11, remember when the big Baba Booey thing was big with Stern? They went, it was Bill Butel or somebody was live during 9/11. And they went to somebody and they said, we have somebody right now. And he goes, that's right, Baba Booey, Baba Booey. He says, we're talking to Bob Booey, Mr. Bob Booey. Even then, you're going to get this. Please don't extrapolate this. We've had people like this forever. I'm surprised we don't have more. What's sickening is that in this scrum, in this mosh pit of demented lunacy called social media, this is what we get. This is the part that gets me. It's how we could say this. To laugh? You're laughing. We're the same people who are dismissing the fact that this poor girl was ambushed, bushwhacked, Pearl Harbor, slashed, stabbed, murdered, sitting there, and while these black writers, I guess they're not supposed to do anything, looked over like, I don't know, maybe they didn't know, I don't know. We're kind of extrapolating that a little bit too much. It's racism, maybe not, I don't know. But there was somebody else we're finding out. There was a man who tried to help her, tried to save her, took his shirt off, tried to help. He might have been black too. So immediately we want to blame and we want to start talking about legacy media and the left and the media. It's like, no, wait a minute, stop it. Not yet. We don't know anything. It's just brutal. And his wife must be just terrified. And the first thing they're going to do is they're going to issue some kind of a security detail for her in case this is something far more injurious. Everybody's going to claim it. The Palestinians, the Israelis, the Second Amendment, the left, the right. Did you see when President Trump was at, we're very familiar with this restaurant they went to. It's right down the street from where we always stay in DC. And so these people are sitting there and they grab their keffiyehs and they're yelling at President Trump, Palestine, Venezuela, you killer. It's like, I would have never done this in my life. He's the president of the United States. Have you no decency for the office? This is where people, we cut ties. We did it. Mrs. L had a quote friend, this person she knew, who didn't believe that Trump was shot. Didn't believe it. Said, well, it was probably bad. That's it. I can't take this. I don't hate people. Mrs. L will tell you, I never lose my temper. I never get mad over anything. I never get mad about anything. I mean, I get mad at people sometimes just out of frustration. But if there's an issue, I don't show hatred towards anybody. I don't hate anybody. There's nobody. Adam Schiff, name it. Name whoever you want. Kamala Harris? No. I know how the game is played. I know what this is. In fact, the other day, Mrs. L was doing, we by the way, I hope you heard her on WABC this morning. She was magnificent. Warrior Wednesdays, magnificent. So she was watching yesterday this whistleblower hearing on Capitol Hill. And there were people, this was an incredible thing. There were people who were what am I trying to say? There were people who were not testifying, but representing this on the left side. Adam Schiff was magnificent. Amy Klobuchar, Blumenthal, Lindsey Graham has been. They can do good things. They can actually do good things. Adam Schiff was talking about kids and what Meta does and how it harms children. He was terrific. But what, I'm supposed to hate him because that's the thing? Is this an article of faith? And in order to be whatever the hell it is, that's why I'm not a Republican. I don't fit into this stuff. And I don't want you to fall into it too. Don't absorb this hate. Look at this as a pathology for what it is. I know you're angry, but it's like, no, be cool. Don't get angry. Don't lose your mind. People want to shut up. We got to get rid of legacy media. What are you talking about? No, this is one person. You know how many mentally ill people there are? You know how many guns there are? This never happens. It's never happened. It just... So the first thing is, don't lose your soul in this. Don't lose your humanity. Don't lose your perspective. But understand, we're at intellectual war here. We're at a war now. We are seeing things. Can you imagine what it would have been like? Remember, they hated FDR with a passion unequaled. Smedley Butler said they were going to take him out in a coup, an actual coup. JFK was a coup. Watergate was a palace coup, a soft coup. That's exactly what it was. This is serious. They almost did it to Trump. I just keep thinking about that family, that young woman with her kids. She's terrified. This is their father. And people online laughing about this because once the ghoulishness starts, once the black humor starts, the gallows humor, don't get offended. And you know who was terrific? I don't know if you heard this, honey. Everybody, Nancy Pelosi, Kamala Harris, everybody says this is despicable. Let me be very clear. There's no good for you. Good for you. Sal Angelo says, Lionel, MSNBC is an embarrassment to even speculate that he was shot by one of his own supporters. Yes. Who was celebrating. Charlie Kirk has died. Who is Charlie Kirk has died. Charlie Kirk has died. Charlie Kirk has died. Mark the time. 4:45. Charlie Kirk has died. He's died. Can you turn that down? Because I don't want to have any copyright problems with these people. You know how these people are this. Or you can just close this. You can get the latest. Let me see what I can find here. 4:45, September the 10th. Remember this date. Remember this date. Charlie Kirk. Let me go online. Let me go here. Let me see here. Yep. And there's the picture. The latest picture is, yep, Charlie Kirk is dead. According to POTUS, he has passed per President Trump. 31 years old. 31 years old. Charlie Kirk is dead. A wife, 2 babies. Yep, I'm looking at this. Trump reported on Truth Social, the great and even legendary Charlie Kirk is dead. No one understood or had the heart of the youth in the United States of America better than Charlie. He was loved and admired by all, especially me. And now he is no longer with us. Melania and my sympathies go out to his beautiful wife, Erica, and family. Charlie, we love you. Unbelievable. I cannot believe this. This is what I'm feeling right now. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. I cannot. Is there any way that we can, I guess not really. Yeah. We have. No. This is where this is where the disbelief, the reality, this is where it's true. Thank you, Sal. Thank you for Charlie. This is where I can't. And I don't feel like I knew him. It's not somebody I've known. But right now, the way you're feeling is that you're sifting through this. No. And the fact that we're together. If there's one thing, one event, something that, if there's something that can be said about this medium, this is it. This is beyond. It's important for us to understand this. And I don't speak for you, obviously, but I'm telling you what I'm thinking. Whenever you see people sometimes in the worst of circumstances, whenever you see people whose family have just been killed or people who've been hurt, it's not like on TV. Nothing is like on TV. Nothing is on TV. The way people die on TV, the way people are shot, the way people are hit, the way they fall. It's not like TV. Nothing like TV. It's very simple. It's very simple. Sometimes it's brutal. If you looked at, it was so funny when this thing happens, when I saw these pictures, because everybody has a phone. Now, do we have a suspect yet? Please let me know. Do we have a suspect? I don't know if we know who this is. But the way it reacts, the way death happens, is that there's this feeling, you're taking it in, but you're not able to process it. You can't, it doesn't make any sense. And then they're going to have people who are going to be going through the, yeah, could you? Because this is really, I think this is a little, as you can imagine, this is so, how do I say this? And forgive me because I'm still myself processing this. It's not the way you think it is. Now, keep me fine. If anybody knows anything about the suspect, let me know, because let me tell you what they're going to do. Watch what happens. This might be the icing on the cake. The first thing, as we speak, I hate to say it, but it might not be in an official memorandum. But as we speak, there are people right now who are going to be saying, if there is somebody who has, if there's somebody, how do I say this? If anybody has information that this assailant, the perp, was binary, non-binary, whatever it is, they are preparing the angle now. Not just like any other. If, and we don't know anything. If I don't even care. It doesn't matter. Somebody is as dead as. But whether they're trans or non-trans or fluid or dry or whatever the particular word is, it in no way You know what? We can still, if you have to, I can just stop it. See, we have got all this. You want to just do it real quick and then. Okay, okay. We'll take this to 5 and then we'll pick up right away because we've got there's so much. uh, if you we'll get more information if promise me that you will still be here for this, but this is just yeah, maybe 5:30. I'll be back immediately before we're going to learn more about this. Just isn't that something? I'm sorry because it takes sometimes me for time to find out what's going on. Adam Burkett, thank you. Do me a favor also. Can I ask you a favor? Can I ask you, and I mean this, I can't tell people what to write. I'm not going to have monitors I, I and I know sometimes you can't help it because we get our own, but can we make at least this about him and not saying the Israelis did it, Nancy Pelosi, something stupid. Is it possible? I ask you. I don't want to do I don't want to cut people. I don't like that. But is it possible for also for you to monitor and say, well, just let me know. Not now. I know people want to say too, they're going to bring up the USS Liberty or some. It's the usual suspects. MK Ultra. We don't know anything. You see, this is where our side always gets blamed for being stupid and crazy because sometimes we act stupid and crazy. And this is an example of this. And I'm sorry to tell you, but it's true. So if you pray. If you are a person of faith, whatever you do, however you mourn, please do it. But send your energy, send your focus, send your feeling. Stop for a second and know what it's like to be a human, to mourn. Have you ever seen pictures? This may sound odd to you, but okay, it is now 5:55, 4:50. You know when animals sometimes mourn, even animals, they know how to group together. Let's do that. So let's wait. We'll be back on 5:30. I'll learn more information till then. And remember 4:45. Remember when you heard it on September the 10th. I wish we could have met in better times. We will talk later, my friends. This is for you, Mr. Kirk. We'll be back about 5:30. Just stay tuned. Stay subscribed. We'll be back. Listen, don't you think